This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys.
Greg Zuerlein to kick off for Dallas.
Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go from Seattle. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
At the 32-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Trayvon Diggs on the tackle. A gain of 5.
On second down, it's Carson, and very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44.
Handoff to Chris Carson.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
3rd and 4.
First carry for Carlos Hyde, and he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47.
And that's good.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They run high. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down now, it's Carson, and he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 38.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
5-yard line.
Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On second down, Hyde.
32-yard
Hyde
line.
a first down and more. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Carson.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll try the left side. Carson, and he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Cowboys 0. Jason Myers.
And for the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And what could he possibly be thinking? He just took the fair catch at the 1-yard line. Major mistake.
At their own 1-yard line.
Out of his end zone, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 7 yards, the pickup there.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 9.
Working with a 2nd and 3. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks 7, Cowboys 0.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Being chased out left. Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the left side. Carson. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Make that now 3 straight 2-yard gains.
Myers on for the field goal. A 32-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Now Pollard. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Boys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They run it with Carson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Cowboys' 35-yard line.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
At the 30-yard line.
This is Carson. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try the left side. Carson down right around the 25.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, let's go back to the start of the season talk, Charles. We talked about some 2-0 and 0-2 teams. You mentioned Arizona, maybe a good surprise. Houston, a bad surprise. Any other teams a surprise at this point to you?
Well, I think that I would look at the Los Angeles Rams right out of the gate. At home against Dallas, opening their new stadium. Many thought Dallas would go out west and beat them. That didn't happen. Then how about the Rams going on the road this week and beating Philadelphia and decisively? This looks like a Rams team that finished 9-7 last year. It has designs on challenging for the division title. And one other team I would throw in there is a little bit of a surprise. Just by how it's gone down, how about Atlanta? I know it's tough against Seattle, tough against Dallas. Seattle was at home, but they got jumped on by Seattle. And then the Dallas game, they just gave away. That's a team that should be at worst 1-1 right now. Now looking at 0-2 and have a lot of questions.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well, swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
They'll try the left side. It's Carson. They find some open field here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Carson. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
2nd and 6 at the 40.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Wilson. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll try the left side. Carson. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
And 10 yards to go.
They'll throw now on the final play. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Boys take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
You ain't gonna burn me.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think...
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Vincent Mayoa, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And some space here. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, 66 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Now it's Carson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Taken down.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
He's brought down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, and their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. To throw is Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And a Cowboy first down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A first down throw for Prescott. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
7 on the play.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Taken down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's a first down following a gain of 3. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Oh, no, he lost gets the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. He's got a first down past the 30. And finally down at the 41-yard line. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
They'll try the left side. Carson. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
They'll try the left side. It's Carson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down right about the 20. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. From the left hash, this from 37. And this one is right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.